According to Amin Maalouf, from the article called The Identities, no one should be excluding him or herself or whatever their preferred pronouns from neither of their ethnicities, the background that they come in, nor the background that they grew up or brought up by their parents. So, for instance, I'm Turkish, but let's say that I grew in Germany for 20 years. I should not say or should not differentiate that, oh yeah, I was Turkish, but I'm not actually a Turkish person. I grew up in Germany. So these separations are toxic, as he refers, toxic and not really needed. So adaptation to a society or a culture is actually a natural process because people live there who look at you differently, who tell you that you need to choose an ethnicity or only one background is actually the first reason why we try to first adapt and then assimilate it by this culture. So Amin Maalouf doesn't really want that idea to be reality, but it's the reality of the today. We really can't stop us from separating our different cultures, or whether you say our ancestors' cultures. So, can immigrants ever really be accepted by people? Probably not, because there are the local people who expect you to choose only certain one culture, and there are other immigrants like you that were assimilated by those local people or local culture or any of those factors can be important. So I don't think that any immigrant has the full potential to become adapted by not by being aware of the fact that they don't need to let go of one of their culture or one of their ethnicity. Or so yeah, in a way we all become assimilated by the different culture that we live, sadly, for the most part. And also people expect you to have a deeper meaning, a deeper sense of humanity, you may say. For instance, like religion. Oh, okay, I know that like you're Turkish, so you should be Muslim, but what do you really think about? So this type of situation or this type of behavior from another person is actually degrading. Like it's saying that, I mean, okay, I hear you what you say, but I don't really believe you, so you must have a deeper sense of who you are. And nobody has to be like deeper than they show themselves. They might be just the person that they want to show, like that they want to be demonstrated by. But we always expect people to have some deeper meaning to them, or some deeper religion, ethnicity, culture, some maybe like differences. But we all are people. Of course we all are different, but it's just, I mean, as Amin Maalouf refers them to be the toxic, like the toxic behaviors. Sadly, we were expected to be more than who we are, or be more complex than who we are. So, sadly, yes, like this is I mean, we all want to live in harmony without any wars or without any like fights or cultural discrimination or like racism, but it's sadly not the fact, especially not the fact today, because I don't know, but like the Western's take on the Eastern culture is becoming so dated and so traditionalist. It's becoming obscene, and not because that a person who prays to Allah or who says prayers doesn't mean that they only become one with their religion, but they have much more to themselves, which is interesting fact because like we cannot simplify people, but we also should not expect them to become more complicated from who they are. It's a very thin line, and we sadly the humanity is not really like we really can't get on that line, sadly.